You think being smart is an advantage. High IQ, fast thinking, endless curiosity. Wrong. Smart people burn out faster than everyone else. They don't fail because they're stupid. They fail because their brain is overloaded. Too much input, too many ideas, too many tabs open in their head. Meanwhile, average people, they're slower, but they're stable. And stability beats chaos every time. There's a reason top performers don't consume more information. They filter it, they control it. But you're drowning in it. This is called traumatic intelligence overload. And if you don't fix it, your brain will shut down on you. I'm going to show you exactly how to heal it, step by step. By the end of this, you'll never consume information the same way again. Chapter 1. The Intelligence Trap. Most people think more information equals more intelligence. Wrong. More information equals more confusion. A study from the University of California found that constant information switching destroys focus and increases stress hormones. Your brain isn't designed for infinite input. It's designed for processing and storing. But here's what you do instead. You scroll, you watch. You read, you save, you never process anything. You're not learning. You're hoarding. Your brain becomes like a browser with 100 tabs open. Everything slows down. Eventually, it crashes. But here's the problem, though. You don't feel it immediately. At first, it feels productive. You feel smart. Then suddenly, you can't focus. You can't remember anything. You feel mentally exhausted. That's overload. Psychologists call this cognitive fatigue. Your brain is literally overheating. Smart people fall into this trap more than anyone else. Why? Because they can handle more input. So they take in more until they break. But here's what elite performers do differently. They don't consume more. They restrict input on purpose. Cal Newport calls this attention control. They protect their brain like it's a limited resource. Because it is. Now you understand the problem. But understanding doesn't fix it. That's where the second system comes in. Chapter 2. The Input Detox. Most people try to fix overload by taking breaks. Wrong. Breaks don't fix overload. They delay it. The real solution? Cut the input, aggressively. This is called a cognitive detox. Here's how it works. Step 1. Limit your information sources to 3. That's it. 3 books, 3 channels, 3 domains. Anything outside that, ignore it. This is based on the principle of scarcity, increases depth. When you have less input, your brain goes deeper. When you have infinite input, your brain stays shallow. Most people think variety makes them smarter. Wrong. Variety destroys retention. Step 2. No passive consumption. Scrolling is banned. If you watch something, you must extract something. One idea, one insight, one action. If not, you wasted your time. Robert Bjork's research shows that passive exposure creates the illusion of competence. You feel like you learned something. You didn't. Step 3. Force silence. No podcasts, no background noise. Just you and your thoughts. Why? Because your brain needs space to process. Without silence, nothing gets stored. But here's the problem, though. Even if you reduce input, your brain is still overloaded. Because the damage is already done. You've been stacking information for years. Unprocessed, unorganized. So now you need to fix the inside. Chapter 3. The Mental Defragmentation System. Most people try to remember everything. Wrong. You need to delete aggressively. Your brain is not a storage device. It's a filtering system. Herman Ebbinghaus proved that you forget most information anyway. So use that. Step 1. Daily unload. At the end of the day, write down everything you learned. Then cut it down to 3 ideas. That's it. Everything else? Gone. This forces clarity. Step 2. Connect, don't collect. Average people collect information. Elite performers connect it. They ask, how does this relate to what I already know? That's how memory forms. Neural connections, not isolated facts. Step 3. Teach or lose it. If you don't explain it, you don't own it. The see one, do one, teach one method proves this. Teaching forces your brain to organize chaos into structure. That's healing. That's how overload disappears. But here's the thing. Most people won't do this. Why? Because it feels slow. They want speed, more content, more learning. But speed without structure is self-destruction. Now you've reduced input. You've cleaned your system. There's one final problem. Chapter 4. The Emotional Reset. This is the part nobody talks about. Overload isn't just cognitive, it's emotional. Too much information creates anxiety. Too many ideas create pressure. You feel like you should be doing more, learning more, becoming more. That pressure destroys your brain. Psychologists call this decision fatigue. Too many options, too many paths, you freeze. So here's the fix. Step 1. Commit to one direction. Not 5, not 10. 1. Constraint creates clarity. Step 2. Lower the stakes. Most people treat every piece of information like it's critical. It's not. Robert Bjork calls this desirable difficulty. Struggle matters, but pressure kills learning. Step 3. Create completion loops. Finish small things, close loops. Your brain needs closure to relax. Open loops create stress. Stress blocks memory. Memory loss increases stress. It's a cycle. Break it. Hit subscribe before you forget this. We fix broken brains here. But here's the problem, though. Even if you fix overload, most people still fail. Because they go back to their old habits. Scrolling, consuming, overloading again. And the cycle restarts. That's why healing isn't enough. You need a system that prevents overload forever. Because in today's world, information isn't slowing down. It's getting worse, faster, louder, more addictive. So the real advantage isn't learning more. It's learning less but better. That's the unfair advantage. And once you understand this, you realize something terrifying. The smartest people aren't the ones who know the most. They're the ones who control what they don't know. But there's still one problem. Even if you fix your brain, your focus is still weak. And without focus, none of this works. That's why I made this video breaking down how to rewire your brain for deep, unstoppable focus. Watch it next.